All right, welcome to Beyond The Sidlines, the conversation that offers one of the waviest perspectives on matters concerning FPL and the online universe. This week, we're going to be covering our Gameweek 17 preview, where we look at our plans for next week and the fixtures. Now, I've got a forfeit and just a bit of background for everybody. In our last episode, we nominated some captains who we think will be good differential picks. So Craig picked Isak, who came in with 11 points. Els picked Solanke, who came in with 5 points. Pilot picked Cunha with 9 points, and I picked Johnson, who came in with nothing, which means I've got to do a forfeit, yeah? DJ, when you're ready. Glory, Man United. Glory, Man United. Glory, Man United, as the Reds go marching on. There we go, boys. There we go. Listen, that was painful. I'm an Arsenal fan community, yeah? That was very painful.
Man's running.
Running now, I'm not doing that again. Okay, that was very painful because I'm an Arsenal fan, but forfeit have to run. By the way, that's such a dead tune, by the
way. Get out of it. It's because you don't know about glory, man.
Oh, man. I wasn't even going to take it there, man.
Yeah, it's all right. Forfeit done. Anyway, I am the people's playmaker, trusting my process, and my process will trust in you. In the league, I'm Corey Hendricks 10, Pilot Flyaway.
I'm Pilot, the original Pilot, true Pilot, or once upon a time. Josh Jerv in the league.
It's Els, L Ballers in the league. Dan the man with a plan.
KSR, catch you if you can in the league. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, people. Yeah, people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Icebreaker. So I want to get you lot's thoughts on this, yeah? The World Cup is probably one of the biggest tournaments in sport, football being one of the biggest sports, if not the biggest sport in the world. It comes around every 4 years, and it normally happens in the summer. And it happens in the summer because I imagine the big leagues, they have their breaks in the summer. What better time to fit in the world's biggest tournament? Now, we've recently had the World Cup hosted in Qatar, and it's going to be hosted in Saudi Arabia for 2032, 34, whichever one that is. And I want to get you lot's thoughts on, should countries who cannot host the tournament in its traditional Western Hemisphere summer period, should they be allowed to host a tournament? Is it worth the inconvenience of doing it in their winter months, which is probably our Christmas period, which has a negative or puts players at risk for performing in the league? Let's start off with you, Els. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's a bit of a double-edged sword, if I'm honest, because when you do have it in those countries, it does promote kind of like a global inclusivity and it does expand football's reach, but you just can't help that it disrupts the domestic schedules, increases player fatigue, risks injuries, and I think it's very difficult to have that kind of balance when it's going to be set in those sorts of countries. How do you balance inclusivity with minimal disruption? I think it's always going to be a problem. So I suppose when you have that sort of schedule and it rotates in different regions, it does give it that, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I think it's always going to be difficult to preserve both club and international football. But listen, we're an FPL show, so it affects FPL in a negative way. So I'd rather it wasn't.
Good answer. That was actually a good answer, you know. Solid. All right, talk to us, Craig.
Again, it's one of those things that's changed, I think, over time as football has evolved. Since we were younger, it's typically the places that a World Cup is played in have been predominantly in Europe. Now we're having obviously places on different time zones, different, climate. Obviously, we've got the one that's coming up in the US as well. I think it's fair enough for where we are with the game now, because it's everywhere now, right? It's I guess it's more global than it's ever been. And their argument would be, I guess it reaches, there's fans everywhere, so they need to accommodate for everyone now, innit? It's not just in certain locations, it's everywhere. So I mean, I think we're going to see more of this as time goes on in places that we don't expect. And again, it's all about money in football. So money pays the bills for FIFA and for UEFA and so on. So I think we'll just see more of it. Yeah.
I hear it.
Agreed.
Pilot.
I think it's a great thing. I think football is a world sport, and I think if anyone thinks anything negative of it, of like why is this country hosting it, I think it shows that Western entitlement. I think we want the rest of the world to sit on our rules only, when it's not that. If football was, and then when, like, you could imagine when they do cricket or when they've done their national sports over there, and how we've adapted, or if they've adapted to the Western world, and vice versa. I think it needs to happen more. I think it only would enhance football going forward. I would love for there to be a Saudi superstar in the Prem. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would love to see more Eastern Asians come over to the Prem and make their mark, and only with the investment of the countries over that side of the world, and obviously the rights, TV rights, and the money from World Cups, etc., is only going to increase ground football type of thing. So yeah, I think it's a good thing, and for FPL, it's even better, because there's going to be people missing games, people not here, double game weeks. Yeah, so it's even better for FPL. I'm hearing it. Yeah, what? Harden's gone to the final. Yeah, you can't pick up. What? Salah's at the final. Yeah, cool. Like, yeah, they're not. Yeah, and let's go. I'm all here for it. But obviously, I think the conversation about player fatigue it's funny, because people won't care about player fatigue if their team gets to the final of the Europa Conference. Do you know what I mean? When they've played 60 games that season, but because now their players have gone to a different country, and it's not a Western country, people would say a lot more. But yeah, I'm down for change. I'm down for inclusivity, and I'm down for double game week. So yeah, what are you saying?
No, good stuff. Yeah, do you know what? The way I worded that question, there was a little bit of bias in there, because I did mention risk, and you're right, Pilot. That's a selective headache, isn't it? People are picking and choosing when it's a headache. My thing is, FIFA has a problem in that Europe's too dominant, and they need to do more to make the other continents more competitive. I love the idea of like Saudi or North America having a Real Madrid or a United City or Barcelona. And if this helps, I'm for it. But I think there's other ways to do it. I think you can host finals. Why not in other countries that haven't really been getting World Cups? There's the Europa, what do you call it? The Nations League, that no one really cares about much over here. Maybe have a game over in Saudi or Qatar or somewhere where fans get to see big names, and you build up a following. And yeah, I think that's for me, really. I like the idea of growing football in areas that it's not really strong, but not a big fan of it being at the consequence of other things. I think find a different way to do it.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, I hear that. But I feel like they must have gone through all probabilities and all scenarios, and you can't have players playing at 40, 45 degrees.
So.
Do you know what I mean?
FIFA's had corruption scandals in the past.
Do you know? I was just about to say, I don't think they did. I think they looked at the paycheck and said, okay.
They looked at the money. But overall,
allegedly, boys. Allegedly.
We don't know.
Someone
allegedly.
else's opinion, not ours. We're just stating it.
Yeah, we have no idea, but we're just presuming. We don't know.
But you got to look at Saudi, what they're doing on other sports as well. Look at what they're doing for the boxing. Look what they're doing all over. So they've decided that they want to be a name on the world stage. No one's complaining that we've got to watch boxing matches at whatever time o'clock in the morning, because do you know what I mean? But we can't
Yeah,
pick
true.
and choose when we have these battles and have these conversations. Innit? Like, if
Yeah,
it's
it's
either
true.
we're all inclusive or we're not, and I
Yeah.
prefer
Yeah,
the
I
former.
think everybody needs to remember that football is no one owns football in it. It's everyone's.
Mm.
It
Mm.
is the
Yeah,
best sport in the world for a reason. It's the best sport in the world. So let's have the world be involved. That's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I would love, the World Club Championship, yeah? So when you win the Champions League, you play the other winners of the different Champions League. That tournament means nothing, but imagine it meant something.
Yeah,
Imagine
Yeah,
Saudi
Super
just
Cups.
had a
Yeah,
Shellers team, or America just had a team where Madrid, they got to play their best 11 to actually win it.
Mm,
I think that would be so
mm.
cold, man. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. Should we get
100.
into
All
business?
right, business.
Let's go.
Business. All right. It is game week 17 preview. We're gonna quickly go around the room. Make it quick and snappy. Of potential transfers you're gonna do and how your team's looking, and yeah, basically who's moving, who's not moving, and who's coming in. So we're gonna start off with Corey. This is your team from last week. What changes are you looking to make?
I like the idea of getting a Newcastle defender in, and I think I'll probably keep the rest the same. Liverpool, well, I've got City and Liverpool against Villa and Spurs. One thing I will say is, had I not changed my team on quite a few occasions, I actually would have done really well. And I'm keeping that in mind because I want to build up some transfers. But yeah, I need a solution to get a Newcastle defender in somehow, and then I'm just going to take a loss on whether that be Porro who remains or Konsa who remains. Defense is the area I'm looking at next week.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, your team is looking alright. Good return last week. So, and I think sometimes consistency and no changes helps out. And you got
Yeah.
your bench to rotate with as well.
Mm.
Els.
So I'm having a look at Chelsea defenders, possibly Colwill. Obviously in place of Ait Nori. I just feel that red card annoyed me. And looking at Wolves' fixtures coming up, although they do look all right, you just don't know what's expected of them after the Leicester game, to be honest with you. So that's most likely definitely going to happen. Other than that, I don't know. I've got my eyes. I do have my eyes possibly, if I do feel a little bit risky enough, at looking at bringing in a Robinson for Fulham, as well. Obviously, they've got Southampton, then it's Chelsea, and then it looks a little bit light around there. So I might have a look at that as well.
But yeah, all right, we'll go into, I think I'm next. Whew, whew. You know when the pressure's on for this team? So, Haaland's getting skied. I have to do, like I said, I've got a point deduction for breaking financial fair play. So, Haaland's getting skied. Fires is coming out. So, I'm either going with a Chelsea defender or a Newcastle defender. And Haaland's coming in for Isaac. Potentially, Rodgers might go as well. Potentially, that's a -8. Potentially, so I might be in HMP. I'm HMP anyway because I'm doing -4. And if Rodgers comes out, then I don't know if I could afford Palmer. If I bring in, depending on what defender I bring in, but I might bring in Palmer or Iwobi for against the Southampton game. But yeah. So a lot to think about, but there's definitely minuses, and Harden's definitely going because I actually think they're gonna lose against Villa on Saturday.
I think depending on what happens with Cunha is a big thing in it. I have to obviously take out Ain't Nori now. He has to come out my squad. So that means Mikilenko in. However, Cucurella also needs to come out because he's not able to play. I think until the 26th or just after. So yeah, there could be a surprise chip being used. Who knows? Depends. We'll see. But at the moment, it would be Mikilenko in and then just change Ain't Nori. But that Cunha problem could present an issue. So we'll see. But that's it really. I'd keep more or less the same team going into next week.
I look at you man's team and I think you man's got life easy right now. Man's got life easy.
How I got two suspended players.
Yeah,
How?
but you got a
And a
bench.
Yeah,
player
but
that
you're in
don't play.
VIP.
First don't play.
You're in VIP.
First
You're
don't play.
calm. I got a
Yeah,
suspended
man.
player and I'm in probation, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's hard work out here. Yeah. So we'll go through. Should we go through the fixtures now? Go through the fixtures,
Sure.
and then, like I said, quick fire. Who's winning? Who's getting points and clean sheets? So we'll go through. So we're starting off with. Remember, it's a 12:30 game on a Saturday. So
Early
we've
morning
got
spin.
early morning spinners. So we've got Villa at home to City. I'm going Villa win 2-1. And I think Watkins, if he starts, Watkins gets a brace.
Watkins ain't starting.
Yeah.
Duran.
Well, if Watkins
yeah,
don't start,
yeah.
then Duran, then innit? But
Yeah,
I think,
Duran.
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
with Duran over Watkins.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think Harden will get a constellation, like 80th minute or something like that.
I'm going Villa win, Duran points, and no clean sheet.
I back that.
For both teams, no clean
You
sheet.
doing this?
Yeah, both
Who's
teams
scoring
to
for City
score.
then?
Huh?
Do you know what? I don't think it's going to be Haaland, you know.
It don't matter for me. I
Competition.
don't
go
care.
with-
Or Gavadio. He's the second top scorer, I think, you know.
Yeah.
Gavadio.
I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna say City win, but they concede. Haaland scores, KDB scores. Everything seems okay. They've lost too many games now. I think they're gonna, even though it is an early kickoff.
We've been saying that for 7 games.
I know,
10 games,
but
baby.
I actually think this is the point when we watch it. KDB scores, Haaland scores, Villa concede. Villa didn't look too good against Nottingham Forest either. So I think City will win that game.
Just
Tyler,
bear in mind, guys.
I said 4 weeks ago, yeah, you lot and Haaland are like those people whose partners, I'm going to change, I'm going to do better.
Bro.
Don't happen.
Did I not say that Haaland's a high maintenance girl that don't give you nothing? Taking them Hakkasan, and I'm not getting nothing back. Yo, anyways, we're going over.
But listen,
to
hold on,
Brentford.
one sec.
Go on, Oz.
Just one thing to keep in mind, yeah, because it's early morning spinners. With a team like Man City that's playing really badly, you don't
Exactly.
know where it's gonna go. Just bear
Reverse,
that in mind.
reverse Uno. Reverse
Reverse
Uno.
crew,
Exactly.
yeah. All right,
But
we're
yeah,
going on
Brentford
to
and Nottingham
Brentford.
Forest.
Brentford at home, and most importantly, at home to Nottingham Forest. I'm saying Brentford win 2-0, clean sheet, Mbeumo and Wissa.
Pretty Brentford. Do you know what? I'm gonna go for like a 2-2, you know. I know Brentford's normally pretty good at home. But I just feel like they're quite leaky. And Nottingham Forest have shown they're not shy of scoring goals. So I think it could be a 2-2. Mbeumo, Wissa, even Alanga might get in there. Chris Wood, 100%. Do you know what? Chris Wood, go for the double, man. You deserve it because you got robbed off that goal last week.
Els, you know,
Anyone
you
else?
said Brentford's pretty good at home, yeah? They're actually the best team in the league at home. They're monsters.
Yeah,
I think if you look at home
that's
points...
pretty good still.
Yeah. I'm similar to Els, except I'm going Brentford win. So Brentford win, no clean sheets, and Mbeumo and Wissa and Forrest. Wood maybe, or he's not that great away, but he could still score away. So Wood points for Forrest.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm saying draw. This will be a draw. Brentford don't lose at home, but they don't win either. There'll be goals as well. Maybe
Big man, I just said they're the best team in the league at home, bro. Man said they don't win.
Yeah, but I don't think they're winning. That's the thing. I don't think they'll beat. I don't think they'll beat Forest. I don't think they'll beat Forest. I don't think they will.
All right.
Forest are good.
All right. Ipswich at home to Newcastle. I'm going clean sheet Newcastle 3-0. Isaac Gordon.
Wow.
Isaac Juice.
Wow.
Brace, sorry.
I'm saying
Yeah.
2-0. I do back the Newcastle clean sheet. I'm saying Isaac 2-0. 2 goals. He's going to be on fire. He wants it.
I'm going 2-1 Newcastle. So I do think they'll concede. And Isaac to get points for Newcastle. Gordon assist as well somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you want it or you think it?
Both. That's why I picked him. I thought it, and now I want it.
That's what I was saying for Hall and the clean sheet secretly.
Newcastle win. I'm not saying Isak. I'm saying Isak 1 goal. Murphy's been scoring. Murphy goal, and maybe Gordon as well. 2 or 3-0. Do you know what? I'll give him a goal. Ipswich get a goal. Delap, but Newcastle runaway winners.
West Ham, Brighton.
West Ham clean sheet.
Really?
Bowen. Yeah, Brighton struggling. West Ham's had they drew today, didn't they, against Bournemouth? Finished 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
Last minute goal though, isn't it? Like that's not exact. It's not like Bournemouth was peppering them. But yeah, I think since Antonio, the dressing room just been lifted. Hopefully Antonio gets well soon, by the way. Honourable shout out there. But yeah, Brighton, you guys saw something at Crystal Palace. You saw something wrong there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'm gonna go with a draw, 1-1. I think Brighton have goals in them, and West Ham leak goals. So I think a 1-1. I'm gonna go with a Matoma goal and a Bowen goal.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Pedro is gonna score.
Who?
Pedro. I think I can't. Like I said, I can't believe I'm saying it, but I think he's going to get points. I won't say goal. He'll get points, so goal or assist. And I think Bowen will, because Bowen needs one more goal to hit his 100th goal. I'm surprised he didn't take the penalty. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't take the penalty today with Bournemouth to secure that. So I think he'll definitely be up for it to do it on his home ground at West Ham.
Yeah, you know them stats always come in when they're on 99. They're always gonna score the next game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Brighton win 2-1. Brighton to win 2-1.
2-1. Who's scoring points?
Bowen and then Matoma and Pedro.
All right, Arsenal at home to Arsenal away to Crystal Palace. Arsenal need a win. We need a win, because if we're gonna be with any shout of the league, we need to win. And Liverpool's got Spurs later on down the line, so I think the points can be dropped. Not saying they will be dropped. So Arsenal definitely need to win, just to apply pressure. So I'm going a 3-0 to Arsenal with Havertz, Odie, and Saka all scoring.
I'm actually going for a draw. I don't think Arsenal win this. First reason is we're playing them in the Carabao Cup. So to play a team twice and beat them twice is always difficult. Away at Palace, we never score free flowing. So I don't even think Saka's getting a goal or assist. I reckon set piece or a Rice or Marino or a Partey, just dodgy goal. But
just gliding from outside the box.
Yeah, I'm going 1-1 or 2-1. Arsenal, please prove me wrong. Please.
Man, to reverse pre as well.
I don't think. I think that this will be a tough game. Palace are on form as well. As you said, Corey, you're right. You're playing them in the week as well. It's always hard to play them again. I think draw as well. They're in form as well. They're in a good place. So yeah, I think draw.
I'm going 1-1 or 1-0 Arsenal. Similar to you, Corey, I don't know where the points is going to come from for Arsenal with that one goal. Crystal Palace, again, it's kind of a free-for-all where their points can come from as well.
Yeah, anyone. So
I agree with that free flow. And Arsenal have definitely stalled the gear recently. I don't know what Arteta's doing. And you know what? I don't want to spend too much time on this, but looking at his subs recently are just confusing sometimes. I'm like, big man, what? But yeah, it definitely needs to be work. I think me and Arteta are both in probation together. Do you know what I mean? So,
I know we shouldn't be staying on this for too long, but just a quick question, specifically to Pilot and Corey. Do you think he's bottling the league earlier than usual?
I don't think we had the league to bottle it this year.
Yeah.
Really?
I said earlier than usual, like it's a common occurrence.
We have bottled it twice, Pilot. We bottled it twice.
Listen. Anyways, he's not bottling it
Everton
more
and
than
Chelsea.
usual.
Everton, Chelsea.
Everton and Chelsea.
Everton, Chelsea. Let's move on. Do you know what? I'm going for Chelsea clean sheet. I just think Everton, they play so defensively. I think Chelsea have enough about them to have a clean sheet. I think it potentially could be a 2-0 to Chelsea, because as much as Everton don't score, like I said, they play very defensively. So I don't think it will just be a just an easy walk in the park for Chelsea. Points, I'll go with Palmer and Enzo.
Okay, I'm gonna go Chelsea 3-1, and I'm gonna go Jackson with a brace and Enzo with a goal. Probably Palmer with an assist or two. And for Everton, I don't know who's scoring, but I feel they might get a goal.
I'm going Chelsea win, low scoring, Chelsea clean sheet, and I'm going with Jacko.
Yeah, I agree with Corey. Low scoring game. Everton are going to sit back and defend. I think they'll have a go as well in the game. I don't think it's just going to be defending as they did when they went to Arsenal. They're at home and they're going to try to get a goal. But I think I don't know if they will. Low scoring, maybe 1 or 2-0, Jackson or Palmer to get the goals.
What we're saying, Fulham at home to Southampton. I think this might be a good game to watch. I'll definitely tune in to this one. Fulham, I think they're a good team. They're actually a good solid team now. So
yeah,
they are. So I think Iwobi's playing out of his socks at the moment. I think he will get an assist. Jimenez back? Jimenez, he's there, in it. Raul.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah, I think
Jimenez
is suspended. I think as well for this game. I think he's able to play.
Southampton.
Shout out
The only thing
Robinson.
about Southampton, the only thing about Southampton, they might have new manager bounce. So
They won't. I don't think they'll have one by that game.
No, but they might just have that. When you just the shackles are off now.
Freedom. Yeah.
Freedom. And you never know. The assistant manager might have been sitting in his chair thinking, "Bro, why are you doing this, bro? I could do this better." So now he's caretaker. He might be like, "Yeah, let's do this." So and the players might, if they're not gelling with it, and they know, because remember, footballers know how to play football, really and truly. So if you say, "Look, go out," it might just be like, you man, go out and play your game. And new manager. So
I think you're right. I think you're right. But also, I feel like if they were in another position, their morale would be a bit different. So if they were higher up in the table, I feel like that would be the answer. They'd be like, yeah, we're free to do what we want. But I think the pressure of them being at the bottom now, them knowing they're demoralized, they know they're going down in it.
But you wouldn't lose your manager if you wouldn't lose your manager if he was in higher positions. So
no, exactly. No, but I just. Yeah, but you would. Yeah. Manager's been sacked in high positions. 100.
No, but that's when top teams performing. Fulham's never been a top team, so they've always had that battle of the fear of maybe relegation or mid-table. It's been in and around them. So I think the pressures of, going out knowing that you must win every week, or just going out every week knowing you're there. And now the manager that's put you there is gone. Like we've seen so many teams have lower teams.
Listen,
yeah.
The Prem upsets happen in the Prem. Southampton will win a game this season, and if there was ever a time for them to win it, this could be it. This could be it. Yeah. So I wouldn't be, but I'm gonna back Fulham, and I'm going for Iwobi points. But yeah, if Southampton win, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I think this was the time. They might not do it next week, but
it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
Leicester at home to Wolves.
New manager as well. Be an interesting one,
New manager, no manager.
Yeah.
No manager.
Yeah. I think Leicester might come away with the win. I just think the disruption in Wolves isn't just in the results. It's the players. Like the last 2 games they've been having players that are fighting. I just think there's a little bit of unsettlement. Exactly. Then they've lost the manager, and Leicester's got a new manager. I think Leicester's going to win it.
And if you notice that cluster there, all the teams in the bottom 3, all of them have sacked their manager. All of them. They've all sacked their manager.
Yeah. But it's sacking season, isn't it? You need to. Because you want your new manager to come in for January transfers.
Yeah, definitely.
The second season. Yo, you man are so immature. So immature. So
Um,
immature.
Uh, I'm going for Leicester win.
Leicester win. Yeah,
Yeah, but no
But yeah,
clean sheet. Vardy and Cunha
no, yeah,
yeah.
If Cunha's
unless
available.
he's
if he's
suspended. Yeah,
available.
Yeah.
If he's not available, Leicester clean sheet and 3
yeah, that's
points.
Yeah.
they ain't got Ain't Nuri either, so it'd be both of them out of the team.
Yeah, they're definitely conceding because Ain't Nori is
yeah,
one of
yeah,
the best players. So
And they've been
and
conceding with him, so
they're
yeah,
struggling. If those two aren't playing,
man,
they're struggling big time.
they're conceding well. Man United high off their surprise win to their rivals Man City at home to Bournemouth. Do you know what? I'm gonna say he's gonna do a madness. He's gonna do a madness this time. I think he's definitely getting an assist or two. Looking at how he played, he is so direct. The flair as well, and he you know what makes he picks the right pass a lot of the times. So
yeah.
so he does the right things. So I think Man United win, no clean sheet, but definitely maybe a 2-1. Clive with a Bournemouth goal and Ahmad and Hoyland to score.
I'm
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 going.
I'm a little
Go on, Alex.
I'm a little undecided with this game because if you're a United fan, you know beating Man City 2-1 means nothing for your next game. Nothing. So I'm a little undecided and I'm looking at it and I'm saying, yo, this could be a 1-1 or this could be United 3-1. To be honest, I'm a little bit confident that Bournemouth won't win. I just don't know if it's going to be a draw or a win for United. But points wise, I can definitely see Ahmad being on it. He's been getting mad, and I think he's going to continue to get mad. Shout out Hoyland as well, and maybe even Fernandes to get involved for Bournemouth. To be fair, looking at how they played earlier on today, the way Semenyo keeps shooting, and I think one of these days, one of these shots have to come in.
They
And
have to.
yeah,
If you don't play the lottery, you don't win, innit?
there you go.
Yeah.
And I can see, I wouldn't be surprised if the team had decided to go in against West United. So no clean sheet there.
Yeah, I think you're
I'm
not
going.
wrong.
Go on, Greg. Go on, Greg.
No. I was just gonna say I don't think Els is wrong. As a United fan, we can never be too comfortable ever. So we're conceding. I think either we win or we draw. I don't think we'll lose, but we'll see. And a surprising little thing I'll say is that obviously Rashford and Garnacho were dropped earlier, obviously for the City game. I think he'll include them in the week in the Carabao Cup. But then I also think if they come on it or they start and do well, they'll have an impact in that game because they'll want to show they want to prove themselves. So watch them for that game. Both of those players, Ahmad points, Fernandes points, and then for Bournemouth, I think that they have. It's not just Semenyo though; they've got a couple players there that have been doing well. So I don't know who would get the goal for them, but they'll get a goal, I think, against us.
United
I know.
clean sheet. United clean sheet and Ahmad points for me. Apparently, Ahmad said he would die for the manager. That is
That's a bit. That's why he's running his heart out. But listen,
Yeah. If that's the
But
case,
you know what? That's the sort of players you want on your team. You want
bro.
all your players like that.
Rashford
Imagine
ain't
you had
saying
he's humble as well.
Exactly.
He's humble as well. He's
very
humble.
Hey, but hear this, yeah, Craig. If Rashford and Garnacho got dropped, they probably play for the cup. They probably ain't gonna play for this game.
I think he won't start them. He's not going to start them he'll start the winning team, innit? He's not going to change that team. It's just like
He's gonna start them in the cup. He's gonna start them in the cup.
I think they'll be in the squad. He's not going to leave them out of the squad twice, innit? This is just to prove a point. And then
it's mad that Ten Hag did not play a mad. It's mad, isn't it? It's crazy.
Yeah, that is mad.
Yeah, crazy.
Insane.
But he did play him in the final though. He did play him in the Community Shield final.
He did, but I think he kind of. Yeah, but he flirted with him. He was like, nah, not really. Let me play.
That's why Mad went in my team at the beginning because I thought, if he's starting in the final, he's gonna start in the Prem. That's why I had the Mad the first game of the season. But yeah, and then last game,
Super
Spurs
Sunday.
could do the rest of their London rivals a favour, Chelsea and Arsenal, by beating Liverpool, which would be great. Certain people I know are supporting a Spurs win. I'm not saying I'm one of them, but I would like Liverpool to drop points. I'm not saying I'm one of them. Just
Liverpool
saying
man
out there for
ain't
my
gonna
Arsenal
like that.
fans.
I want them to drop points, but I ain't saying I want Spurs to win though. But I want
I'm
Liverpool
not saying
to drop
that.
points.
I want Liverpool to drop points. I want them to drop points against every team now. But yeah, I think
I'll be giving up. Won't like that.
I know, but he
Won't
could
like
go.
that.
He could go do one anyway. You know what I mean? I'm going Liverpool draw. Salah, Johnson. I think I'm gonna go 2-2 draw. Salah, Johnson, Salah 2, Johnson and Maddison. No, Son. I think Son would score. So yeah, I think it's gonna be an entertaining game. I think obviously Ange don't have a plan B. He's gonna go gun ho as always, and I think they've just got the ability to have a goal. Spurs. Obviously, we know they'll win, lose, and so yeah, we'll see.
I'm going to go Liverpool win. And it's just frustrating me because Liverpool this year, the stars have aligned for them. They go away to Arsenal, depleted. Started off with 2 injuries. We had 2 injuries in the game. We lost Gabriel and Timber in the game, yeah? They Madrid at home, depleted. Now they go away to Spurs, depleted. The only team that they've gone away to that's I think a top Premier League team, and they haven't been depleted, was Newcastle, and it was a 3-3. So I'm just annoyed that all these big games that Liverpool are going into, the stars are just aligning. But look, you can only beat what's in front of you, so I can't knock Liverpool for it. I just see Liverpool winning, and yeah, Spurs could pull a rabbit out of the hat. If any team could do it, it's Spurs. But yeah, I'm gonna have to back Liverpool and Salah to get a goal assist contribution.
Yeah, I think I'll go with a 2-1 Liverpool. Obviously, Mr. FPL is going to be involved. He's involved in every game. But do you know what it is? You see with Spurs, I just feel like it's difficult to... I know it's Southampton, but you can't score 5 goals and not score a goal in your next game. And even though Liverpool have one of the best defense, I think it's gonna, having Robertson out is gonna have some kind of a little difference to what they're normally used to, and I think that could be enough for Spurs to sneak a goal in.
Yeah, well, we hope so.
Yeah.
We hope so.
Yeah, I think that's similar. I think Tottenham. This will be Tottenham seem to, especially when they're at home, drag teams into the way they play. Excitable, like up and down, back and forth, end to end. So I think it'd be that kind of game. But I think Liverpool will win the game. Spurs will score. Liverpool win. Salah as usual, goal contribution. Watch out for Trent as well. Trent has been playing very, very well this season. He's always under the radar, but he does so much for that team. And then for Spurs, I think Son's just scored last game. So I think Maddison has looked sharp the last couple
Shout
of
out
games.
Maddison, man.
Madison.
Shout out Maddison, definitely. I can't remember what was the other game the other day when he done another 2 goals
Against City.
City, innit?
Yeah. Shout out Maddison, man.
Do you know what we didn't do? Obviously, I know we're pressed for time, but we didn't go through who we're going to pick for our captains in our team. We didn't actually say that. So, quickly go around who's your captain picks this week, and then we'll go around and we'll do differential captains, and then that's it. So, I'm going to captain Salah.
I'm going to captain Salah too. Depleted Spurs. They're struggling at the back. Romero came off quickly against Chelsea. So
I'm thinking to go with Isak. It's not locked in, but I'm thinking to go with Isak against Ipswich. Follow up with that good form.
Palmer.
Okay.
Palmer. Yeah, he didn't do anything last year, so Palmer.
All right, we know Craig's going to change it anyway, so it don't matter about what Craig says. All right, so then... differential, because now this is up to forfeit time. It's on the line now. So, who are we going to differential?
I'm gonna back who I'm potentially gonna captain and go with Isak as the differential against Ipswich.
And Mbemo at home, Brentford, Monsters.
Iwobi, Fulham.
'Cause I was
You
gonna
just
go
gotta
with
pick someone,
Watkins.
bro.
I was gonna go with Watkins, but if Watkins don't play, can I have a back? Can I have a vice?
Nope.
Nah, you know how
What?
FPL
What?
works. You gotta pick
Nope.
someone.
You gotta
It's
pick
ain't as
Watkins
it's ain't
was
as
the
easy as FPL teams.
Do you know who I'm going with? Bruno. Can I pick Bruno?
Yeah, that's a
Because
differential. I
sometimes you
don't think a
lot.
lot of people have Bruno.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Bruno for a
We're
differential.
locked in. We're locked in.
I'm locked in with Bruno. Yeah, you write them down.
Cool.
Yeah, I did. So I'll recap. Yeah, Pilot, you've gone with Bruno. Els, you've gone with Isak. Craig, you've gone with Iwobi, and I've gone with Mbeumo.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our game
Alright.
week
Singing next week.
17. Who's singing in it? And listen, I might be in HMP, so I might need to sing my way out of there. You know, yo, feds, yo, I know who done it. You know who done it, yo. So yeah, that's our game week 17 preview of the week. Let us know what changes, community. Let us know what changes you're bringing into your team, who you're captaining, and who you might be thinking it might be a good differential. I think what we should do, yeah, is do that to the outreach it to the community about differentials. If they pick a good differential, we should, I don't know, shout them out or something like that. So yeah,
Yeah, why not?
whoever picks the best differential, we'll shout you out. And send us your teams. If you have a good week, send us your teams. We wanna. It's an FPL community here. We wanna share the love, spread the word. And if you do get a team in the week that beats us, you never know. You never know. Yeah.
If you're brave enough
yeah.
as well, if you get a team that's worse than our bum of the week, yo, we'll shout you out too.
We'll shout you out for that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think anyone got worse than me this week, but yeah, Craig, you know what
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, that being said, go to our socials, Beyond the Sidelines pod on Instagram and on TikTok, Beyond the Sidelines as normal on YouTube, and on Twitter, we are BTS pod, if you're looking for us. Otherwise, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you, next time.
On
Good
Team
luck.
Reveal. Good luck.